It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said she got it, if you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth like, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bringing truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bringing truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching,
Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Y'all, I was trying to figure out how to do a poll. I finally figured it out. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. That's what I was doing while I was muted. But what's up, y'all? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for holding on the chat. Thank y'all for y'all patience per usual. Period. It's sound, Miss Lacey. It's sound. I was muted while I was making that poll. That's why y'all didn't hear me. Okay. So we are here, baby. We here for it all. Okay. Let me see who we got up in here so we can get it crack a lag. Y'all see the poll? Look at me. Finally. I've been trying to figure that out. I was like, let me try to hurry up and Google it real quick to see how we do a little one. Ooh, I finally got it, y'all. All right, hold on, y'all. Let's see who we got in here. Look, my child. Already, I can't even get on the live good here. Already asking me for some damn money. Okay, let me see who we got in here. Hey, sweet queen. Thank you for holding down the chat per usual. Shout out to you and all my beautiful minds that's in the building holding it down. Queen Irie's in the building. We got Miss Deborah Kennan. We got Miss Josephine, my bro Terry, of course. Child of God is in the building. We got Vibing on One. Who else? Miss Jackie H. We got Nikita. We got, hold on, Miss Teresa House, Michaela. We got Show Nuff in the building. We got Shell in this thing, Q Colston. We got Here for a Good Time. Miss Kim Jones, Miss Phyllis, Miss Brenda. We got Miss Donna Hart. Shout out to all the new names that is in here. I see y'all. Hey, Miss Jeanette. Hey, Miss Shalonda. Hey, K Monet. Gemini Rising. Shout out to you, my love. You ain't the only one that's not getting the notifications. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, that's a YouTube thing, y'all. Hey, Christina. Hey, Miss Denise. Hey, Miss Kathy B. Miss Diggs. Snooki. Shout out to you. We got Nana Karen in the building. We got Miss Wanda. Miss Jackie Moore. Well, what do you know? Miss Coretta. Miss Geraldine. Miss Janice Willie. Michelle the Bell. We got Miss Lolo, my sister Juana in this thing. Life been life, and I hope all is well with you and your family. We got Leah, we got Courtney, we got, hold on, Lakeisha, Miss France, Miss Deb. Who else? Let's see, Miss Stephanie Landry, Crystal, Brittany Davis. We got Miss Lisa McGeechy, Miss Marlena, MJ Strong. Hey, Chandra, love you, girl. Hey, Miss Sherry. Hey, Talisa. What's up? Bless all in the building. Thank you, Miss Kathy B, for my first super sticker blessing. I appreciate you, girl. You say just a little something for always bringing a receipt. Thank you, my love. Hey, Admire Me. Hey, Miss Angelie. Miss Erica. Miss Vonda. We got Fifi in the building. I'm forever chosen. Who else? Let's go down. Latae Eminem, of course. Let me see. Hey, Demetria. Hey, LaShawn. Let's see. Watching my baby play football. Shout out to my baby. He ain't had no practice today, so we had to get him early. KB Mommy in the building. Lisa Clark. Thank you, Trina. Thank y'all. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Queen Money. Queen D Money. My bad. I gotta try to get accustomed to saying it correctly because I've been saying her name wrong, y'all. I just been skipping clean over the D in her name for some reason. I don't know why. And she never told me nothing. She just let me go with it. Hey Lena, hey Miss Rebecca, hey Melody, hey Miss Lenora, hey Erica. Who else in here? Lacey. We got all five of me. We got, hold on, let me see. Let me go down. Annette in the building. You say both of them wrong. Vote on the thing. Oh, I should have put that on the poll, y'all. I wonder if I could edit it. Probably not. But I should have put that. I never thought about that option. I was rushing to do it anyways because I was muted. So, hey, Miss Leslie. Hey, Kimberly. Who else? Hey, Miss Teresa. They definitely fighting, y'all. Something is going on, child. I wonder, you know what? I'm gonna do another poll after this one. I'm gonna do another one. Do y'all think this is the end of Brunel? Shout out to True Slayer for that name. Y'all think this is the last and final breakup, or is it just one of them breakups? One of them ones. Hey, Cooking with Ash. Who else in here? Let me go down. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Miss Green Eyes. We got Shaquintley. We got, hold on, let's see. Baby, y'all came in here fast. Y'all deep. Hey, Sonya. Hey, Natural Nurturer. Mala in the building. Zaisha. We got, hold on, Miss Darlene. We got Toya. We are deep, baby. Hold on. Hey, Miss Sharon. Shout out to all the new names. I love it. I love it. Hey, Nene girl. Hey, Miss Lisa. Okay. Let me stop there, y'all, because y'all know if I keep going, I'll be then shouted out 300 people. Shout out to everybody that's in here. A collective hate to everybody that's going to come in here. Okay. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for the support. If y'all like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me a $Lupac2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people over there on that app. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated because it tips me, it shows me appreciation, it makes me feel good. Okay, period. And it contributes to the revenue of this live, child. So that's a help. Also, you can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to all my members, my green team over there. Thank y'all for holding down y'all memberships, even though we don't go live, and members too often, but y'all support me in a big way, and it definitely helps with my platform. So I'm extra, extra appreciative of that. Please, y'all, hit the like button. Please watch the ads and hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. Hey, if you see it, because some people can't see the hype button. Some can know that you only get 3 hypes per week. Okay, so that's that. But shout out to everybody that's in here. I love it. Now let me do one more poll, y'all, before we jump into this dialogue. Cause child, they fighting, child. They are fighting me. Let me see. Let me see. So we got on the poll so far. No, I don't want to end it. Okay, I see we got 61%, or 62% is saying Bree is in the wrong. Okay, let's see if we can do another one real quick. Oh, I gotta close that one out. Okay, so we're gonna close that one out. And let's do another one real quick. Why is it letting me? Hold on, y'all. Answer viewer questions live. Wait, answer viewer questions live. Dang it. I thought, wait, I probably gotta close the other one out before I can do this. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Info. Okay, now let's do another one real quick. All right. Uh, Hold on, y'all. Karmic. Okay. Now let's put the option. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Oh, shoot. Hold up. Yes. No. Maybe. Start poll. Okay, we got another one rolling. I love it. I love it because I didn't know how to do it before. Too bad you can't see it on StreamYard. For some reason, it don't let me see the poll over here, y'all. Like StreamYard don't let you see nothing. Just like when you got them trolls in the chat over there hitting that laughing emoji, constantly hurting their little fingers, child. We can't see that. Just to let y'all know, we cannot see that. But it does help with the live revenue. So keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. It helps with the engagement. All right. Anyways, y'all. Hold on, let me go up because I see Myla send me a super. Let me read what she said real quick. Thank you, Myla. You say, come on, go. I bet it was started by a pregnancy scare. Plus, he was just waiting for them babies to get a little older anyway, and her money funny now. Let's support. Girl. So I don't know, y'all. Like, we gonna listen to the videos that he dropped, that he snuck and dropped over there on his TikTok. Okay. Because y'all know anytime they have a breakup, he don't say nothing. Like he keep it on the hush. But this time he dropped some subliminal videos. to let it be known, yeah, you ain't finna do that this time. Like you ain't finna just be out here making it seem like I'm the problem. Okay, so we definitely gonna, we're gonna play that so we can kind of draw a little conclusion as to what's going on if we can. But y'all, when I tell y'all she was crashing out last night, not the typical crash out where she come on here directly, but she posted 50 um little wording things like yesterday back to back. Like my source was hitting my inbox like that. She posted them back to back, y'all. And then when he dropped those videos, baby, she started going in even more. So it was almost like 50 of them. I said, God dang. She don't want to look like she in the wrong child. But you never know because at the end of the day, that is a karmic relationship. We do know that. It was never meant to be. It was never supposed to last this long. One. So, you get what you put out. You get what you give. At the end of the day, they wasn't supposed to be together anyway. So everything that happened in that relationship was meant to happen because it's karmic. Thank you, Miss Sherry, for my coffee. I appreciate you, my love. All right, let me go down. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. I see y'all. Hold up, I seen another one. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you for my super, my love. Boo banga. I see you, sister girl. Okay, let's get to the bottom. All right. All right, y'all. So before we get into all of the stuff she was posting, let's jump right into what Johnell posted. Okay, he was slick with it too. Because I was like, I wonder if he gonna say something this time or he just gonna let her rock out with her cock out. Because she go hard. Like she wants it, even though it wasn't directly, she wants it to be known that they are on a breakup. Baby. She wanted to be known, baby. She wants the world to know how rare she is as a girlfriend. She wants the world to know that she's irreplaceable, all of that. She's trying to convince everybody, which, at the end of the day, like I said yesterday on yesterday's live, you shouldn't have to do no convincing in your relationship. That man should recognize, especially if you years in. If you almost 3 years in on your relationship and your man still don't see your worth, baby, that's not your person. He's not the one. Why are you holding on to it? She's talking about not going back for crumbs and all of that, y'all. It's a whole lot, y'all. All right, let me pull up these videos. I had to take the sound out. And while I pull up the videos, let's pull up, as y'all can see on my thumbnail, that's one of the things that he posted with one of the videos. Hold up, let me put that up while we play the video. Because that's what he captioned it. Let's see. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to put all of that on the screen. And so, you know what? I'm a skim through them because it's like almost 50 of them, y'all, and that's a lot. That's a lot. We'll be on this live for 4 hours, and we ain't doing that. Even if we have to separate it into two lives, but we ain't finna read all of that in one live, child, because it's too much. All right, hold on. Let me get to the first one because I know I put that one as the first one that he sent. Where is it? Where is it? Why it ain't showing? Hold on, y'all. You know what? I might have never seen it. Let me see something. Or you know what? Sometimes your email won't let you send a whole bunch of attachments at one time. So that could be what it is. It probably didn't even it sure didn't. It sure didn't, y'all. Hold on. It didn't let me send all of them. Dang it. Okay. Let me try to send them real quick. And I didn't even notice that. But we can do it now. It sent, let's see, it stopped at abandoned ship. Okay. Now let me send these. Wow. I just knew I had sent all of those doggone emails to myself. I mean, all of those attachments. Okay, now we got it. Let's see. Hit the like button while we wait. Hit the like. Okay. Let's see. Now, hopefully, it don't take forever to send. All right, now let's see. Come on. Hurry up and send, child. Hurry up and send. Let me send this one by itself. That way it'll send immediately. Because this is the one I need to put on the screen anyway. Pull it out and hurry up and send. And let me pull up the videos. There we go. All right. Okay, both of them is sent. All right, y'all. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Open. Okay. We got 484 in the building. We should have at least 400 on the likes, right, y'all? At least 400 on the likes. Okay, so y'all can see this good, or y'all want me to blow it up? Oh, I didn't want to say that. Make it bigger. Y'all want me to make it bigger, or y'all can see it? I can put it on the other screen. Let's do that. Let's do that. It's bigger now. So, all right. So this is what he posted on the videos that he put on his Twitter, not Twitter, on his TikTok, y'all. Hey, Queen Fee, what's up, beautiful? Shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. He posted this on his TikTok. Okay, so I was like, you know what? Okay, let me tell y'all something. What I noticed, right? Whenever they going through something, you know, we be thinking that Johnell be quiet. He don't ever say nothing. But I'm starting to think that ain't true, because I noticed a few times where she'll be posting a bunch of subliminals like on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. But he'll do his, you know, his back and forth or his subliminals on his TikTok or his Twitter. That's where he go with it. He won't put it on Facebook. And I think it's because she created that page for him. That's probably why. But that's where to go whenever they beefing. Look on his TikTok, look on his Twitter. But he posted this. He said, point of view, I don't know who needs to hear this, but the stress is over. And he put the clock, like, you know, clock that T emoji. Yeah, that's what he put. All right, let's get into these videos, y'all. So this is his subliminal, okay?
Not be anxious about anything. That's a
Pay attention to what the pastor is saying, though, okay? That's pay attention to that, y'all. And I took the background noise out, so that's why it sound like that. It sound like it's, you know, kind of like an echo, because I took the background music out.
not be anxious about anything. That's enough to tell the church up right there. Do not be stressed out about nothing, but in every situation, by prayer. Where are my prayer warriors at? By prayer and petition. Why y'all not speaking the word? By prayer and petition with thanks. So what if you're stressful whenever you're prayerless? That stress increases in your life when prayer decreases in your life. And one mentor once told me that every problem in your life is attached to a lack of prayer.
Watch this.
You wouldn't have picked them if you would have prayed before you picked.
Ooh, listen. Poor child. Y'all heard what he said? He said you wouldn't have picked them if you prayed before you picked. Let me run it back just a little bit. Y'all, Johnell, he like, you ain't finna play with me this time. We gonna let it be known that he said he's trying to choose his piece like LaTruth did, y'all. Wait till we get into the next clip, okay? But he said you wouldn't have picked them if you prayed before you picked. I said, oh Lord, look at him being shady, okay?
For lack of prayer. You wouldn't have picked them if you would have prayed before you picked.
Ooh.
And so some stuff you're crying about now, prayer would have kept you from if you would have prayed before and not prayed after. But I come to free some people right now that you will not stay stuck in the land of regret. Because if I got myself in this, prayer is about to get me out of this.
Ooh, breathe. Johnell say he's finna pray his way out of this. I'm so weak. Listen. Shout out to Nikita for that comment. She said him and Bree always with prayer warriors when they ass fighting these two clowns. Because that's the truth. Like, they both turn into disciples when they beefing. They both want to be for God when they beefing, child. It's too late. God didn't put that relationship together. And he damn sure ain't gonna help y'all get out of it either. Y'all got to do this one on your own. No, stop putting God in y'all mess. God ain't got nothing to do with this. You got her over there talking about well, first, we don't know what to believe, because from what we was told in the beginning, y'all remember Bree said God sent her Johnell. Remember? She said Johnell was heaven sent. He was sent by God. Now it's God this, God that, God removing and revealing. No, but if God sent him to you, why is it that he needs to remove and reveal and get him up out your life? He was never God sent. And now you got this one talking about if you would have prayed before you picked her, you wouldn't have picked her. Like, so we, poor child, listen. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when he posted this, baby, she started going in her story. She started posting back to back, back to back. She was like, he ain't finna play on my top. And he said the same thing about her. Let's run it back. I'm so weak. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah. You wouldn't have picked them if you would have prayed before you picked.
Ooh.
And so some stuff you're crying about now, prayer would have kept you from if you would have prayed before and not prayed after. But I come to free some people right now that you will not stay stuck in the land of regret. Because if I got myself in this, prayer is about to get me out of this. Do I have anybody in the room today that knows the power?
It's the way he's saying it. If I got myself in this, y'all. Yeah, this is from last night, DS Island. Johnell posted this last night. And he posted this caption right here. But oh my God, like I'm so weak. Not them both trying to turn to God because the relationship then went to shit. Like, no. Y'all the last on the totem pole. God is sick of y'all chat too. Okay? He ain't playing with y'all this time. He putting them prayers at the end of the list. It's way more important stuff for him to deal with than y'all foolishness. Mr. and Mrs. break up every 5 to 7 business days. Now it's I ain't going back to the crumbs, and you got him talking about he should have went to God before he chose her. Now he's trying to pray his way up out of this situation. Like what the? As if it's like he didn't rob the bank. Like he just robbed the bank or committed a crime, and now he's trying to figure out how to get out. It's a little too late. Y'all done made cheering and everything. Now the best thing they can do is try to co-parent for them babies. That's it. That's all. But that's all he want anyways. Johnell wants to be a single father. He want to be able to see his babies without issue when he want to see them, not on her terms, but on his. And he want to do what he want to do. He has never been the relationship type of man. Never. Which is why he don't deal with her other kids. He ain't that. He's not that. And she know that too. Because if y'all noticed, when we was live yesterday, think about the post she made on her Instagram. She started posting her boys, talking about, I hope my boys see how they mama and they daddy treat people like queens and whatever else. And they, basically grow up to do the same thing. No, you've been having your boys around Johnell for almost 3 years now. How you know they don't want to be like him? How you know they don't want to be like him? That's why you got to be mindful of who you bring around your kids. Now you don't want them to follow Johnell's example. And the crazy part is, what if they get back together tomorrow, y'all? After all of this they didn't post it about each other, well, subliminally, back and forth. What if they get back together tomorrow? You just made a post on your Instagram saying how you hope your boys don't grow up basically to be like Johnell in so many words. That you want them to be just like they daddy and you, and how y'all treat people. When you've been allowing Johnell to set an example for your boys and your girls, for that matter, for almost 3 years. Whoever is around them as adults is an example. That's an example. This is why you have to be mindful of the partners that you choose. Well, not even just partners, friends, family, whoever you got around your kids. If they're a bad influence, she been crying about how Johnell been treating her for since the beginning of the saga, but yet you still keep going back. It can't be all that bad. And if it is all that bad and you sticking around, baby, therapy is needed. It's needed because you can't hope. Here's the thing. Imagine hoping and praying that your boys don't turn out like the influence that you got them around when you hold all the power to remove that influence. You hold all that power. If you want your boys to turn out a certain way, then you need to remove them out of an environment that's not good for their upbringing. You feel that now all of a sudden Johnell is no good for you. He's no good for you. He's this, he's that. He don't treat you good. And you hoping and praying that your boys grow up to be a certain way when you hold all the power as to how they grow up. That's crazy, y'all. It's like she's acting like she's forced in this situation. You don't have to be in this, ma'am. You don't have to be in this. Your kids don't have to be around toxicity. You keep choosing it. That's the crazy part. Hold on, y'all. All right. My bad, y'all. Like, come on now. At the end of the day, she's choosing the toxic. Oh, hold on. Let me get here to warm my coffee. She's choosing to have her kids. Thank you, Tootie. Put it for 1 minute. She's choosing to have her kids around that toxicity. It's not being forced. It's not a forceful situation. You choosing it. That's a slap in the face to your kid. Hold on. Hold up. Let me pull that post up, y'all, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because I hate just referencing stuff and y'all not being able to get the visual. Hold up. I have to let me mark their face out a little bit. I don't like to post the cheering. Okay. Increase resolution. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let me upload it so y'all can see it. My earphones on the charger. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's take this one down so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay. Oop, I clicked on the wrong one. Come on, why I didn't see it? Hold up, y'all. There you go. Why it be taking forever to send one email? Okay. Now let's put this on the screen. All right. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so she posted this. Thank you, Candy Cane. Thank you for that super, my love. I appreciate you. MJ Strong say they will be back together. Watch, and that's the, you know what, it is, that's the crazy part, because it's like, girl, if you gonna keep going back with him, stop posting stuff on the internet because it makes them look crazy. You when they break up, she trying to prove how bad of a person he was and how bad he treats her just to go back. And then you got him over there talking about praying to God to get him out of this situation, how he's now choosing his peace and how the stress has been removed out of his life. Like, what? If their relationship is that bad, child, they need to run far away from each other. Okay? So this is what she posted, y'all. She posted this last night after he put his little videos up. Okay? It was a whole, like a back and forth thing, but she was going crazy. He only posted two clips in that caption. That was it. So she said, and I think that's all it took. All he really needs to post is one thing for her to fall, to jump off the ledge. That's it. That's all it takes is one thing for him to post the wrong thing and she going head first. And I just knew him posting those videos. I just knew that was gonna send her over the edge. But she's still holding back, y'all. And when I say holding back, meaning she ain't came head first on the internet going live against him. She just doing it subliminally. That's how she do it. So she says, it still amazes me how my sons look like they could be my siblings. Laughing emoji. But more than looks, I pray they carry what matters most, the heart to love a woman the right way. I hope they learn from their mama and daddy to treat whoever. Hold on, let's go up. Oh, it don't want to let me make it bigger. Wait, hold on, y'all. Whoever they love like a queen, right? Let me read it again. So it says, well, I wonder why I can't. I don't know why it's not showing the whole thing over here, but it's showing the whole thing on my other screen. Hold on, let's see. There it goes. Okay, so she said, it still amazes me how my sons look like they could be my siblings, but more than looks, I pray they carry what matters most, the heart to love a woman the right way. I hope they learn from their mama and daddy to treat whoever they love like a queen. Okay, so it's one thing to post this, and it's another to actually live by what you're saying. It's so hypocritical and contradicting when she make these type of posts. When you are their example, you their example. They don't care how you treating people. They care how you're allowing people to treat you, baby. That's what it's about. If they see their mama staying with a man who treating her like shit, what you think they gonna do when they get older? Cause you making it seem like it's okay. Like, how is she not getting that, y'all? You making it seem like it's okay for a man to treat you like shit and you still stay and force them kids to be around that person. Because that's what it is. You really believe your sons got respect for Johnell if they watching everything he's doing to you? If they, because she wear her emotions on her sleeve. She don't know how to hide her pain from her kids like most mamas do. She don't know how to do that. And y'all know how I know she don't know how to do that? Hold up. Hold up. Because y'all know I keep a receipt now. You know we going to keep a receipt, baby. She don't know how to keep it together when she going through it. Most mamas would know how to shield their kids from their heartache because they don't want their kids to feel it. Because our kids feed off of our energy. If we as the mothers ain't good, them kids ain't good. That's why if you gonna stay in it, at least shield your babies from it. Don't have them participating, texting Johnell they miss him, trying to get him back over there for you, like you did early in the saga. Shout out to Dawn for dropping those receipts. Oh, we miss you. I miss you. Girl, I would never. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna text a ninja or have my daughter texting a ninja she miss him so he can feel bad for the kids and come back to me. Baby, if that ain't the lowest form of desperation, I don't know what is. It ain't never that serious. It ain't never. Because what are you teaching them babies, the girl? Like, that's crazy to me. Hold on, y'all. I'm finding that video. That clip. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which live it was from. I think it was one of these. So let's see. Like the robot. Front of my kids. Hold on. Let me see, y'all. Give me a second. Let me see which one it is. Hold on. I'm going to unmute y'all while I look for it because I don't want to have y'all muted. Just bear with me. It's a receipt I'm looking for.
Let me get over here.
Bear with me, y'all.
Oh, I gotta keep pushing. Angelica. Hate me. So I'm trying so hard to put it together,
Here you go.
y'all.
Here you go. I found it. I used to go straight to it because this receipt stuck with me. Whenever she said this, and this is when she was pregnant, y'all, with the twins. This was back in November. She had them in December. So I think this was back in, let me see, hold up. Yep, this was November 22nd. Okay. She said this. Listen to what she says right here. Now, and this is the same person who don't be want nobody in her business, don't want nobody speaking on her. But every time she going through it, she bring it to the internet. Now listen to this. Listen good. See if I can make it louder.
Trying so hard to
Hold up.
hate me. So I'm trying so hard to put it together, y'all.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all, Hamden left my coffee in the front. I'm wondering where my coffee at. Okay, my bad, y'all. Here we go.
Hate me. So
I'm
I'm trying so hard to put it together, y'all. I'm a robot. Like every day. Trying not to let my kids see me break down. Try not to add additional stress to what I already have going on with the babies.
Now, y'all heard what she said right there, right? Like I say, that's something that stuck with me because in those type of moments, when you going through a breakup, we all done been there, right? You are, especially when you dealing with somebody that you keep breaking up with. They can't get it together. That's the crazy part. Like, why not just let it go? Ain't no way in hell you still supposed to be holding on to a relationship or trying to keep a relationship and y'all done broke up by 20 times. No exaggeration. Like literally. You are holding on to something that's not meant to be held on to. That's crazy. So she's saying right here, I'm trying my hardest to hold it together, but she like a robot in front of her kids. I'm like, oh my God. Because you know, anytime as women, when we going through something, we look to our kids for our strength. Because they are literally the motivation to keep pushing. Without us, they have nobody. They have nobody. Ain't nobody gonna love you like your kids or and vice versa. Ain't nobody gonna love your kids like you. So if every time you and this man break up, you get in this type of state, imagine how her baby's feeling, y'all. If every time her and Johnell break up, this is her state right here. Barely pushing through, can barely make it. She's so codependent on him. She can barely make it and keep it together in front of her kids. And I'm not exaggerating. If you look at all the videos she didn't post it when her and Johnell had a breakup, she was just like this, crying on live. While the kids is walking around her. Can't get out the bed. Can't function. But you still going through it. Even today, you still dealing with it. And then get on Facebook and post 1,000 subliminals of how good of a woman you are and how you not going back and, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. God keep revealing and removing, and you go right back. Right back. I feel bad for them kids at this point. You know, when it gets to a certain point when a woman want to be dumb, it ain't no more compassion for them. You got to feel bad for the children and the children only. But this triggered me right here. to make this post for your boys to see when they actually seeing what's really going on in private is blasphemy. That's crazy to me. They can see what's going on, baby. You don't have to pray to God that they choose the right path when you can show it to them. Why keep asking God and praying that they hopefully your sons choose the right path in life when you can lead by example and show them the way? Am I tripping? Like, what the hell? Shout out to Tamika. Shout out to the Woodards, period. Like, come on now. Girl, get it together. You don't have to keep this man just to say you got one. I can't stand when women do that, y'all. Like, and I'm not perfect. I done been through stuff. I done cried over a ninja. I done took a ninja back. But you supposed to live by example. Stop making the same mistakes. That's the point of you going through things so you can do better moving forward and stop settling. That's crazy to me. I'ma always feel a certain way about these type of situations when kids are in the midst. Always. Because babies don't deserve that. Kids need to see a real man loving their mama the right way. And that goes for any woman. If you a good woman. Nah, not if you a hot to trot, okay? If you ain't got no decorum between the legs, that's a little different. But if you a good woman, yes, you deserve, your children deserve to see a real man loving you correctly and not see you being put through it every single day. That's crazy. So let me run this back one more time and we'll get back to Johnell.
Hate me. So I'm trying so hard to put it together, y'all. I'm a robot. Like every day. Trying not to let my kids see me break down. Trying not to add additional stress to what I already have going on with the babies. And yeah, so
She's a robot. Try not to let her kids see her breakdown. But she can't help it. Because she's voluntarily putting herself through this. She's not being forced. She's not forced to stay with Johnell. Johnell's not forcing her to stay there. This is the same person that Dawn said she witnessed in real time run from door to door to stop Johnell from leaving when they was getting into an altercation. Blocking each door. The same person. This is the same person where it was told, allegedly, we're going to say allegedly because it was third party, somebody who was actually in direct contact with her, told this to her, that Johnell was trying to leave one night and she decides to go outside to try to stop him while Momo is in her arms and she's in the doorway. You know when the driver's door is open, she's standing right there and he floors it and her and the baby fly across the pavement, allegedly. Same person. So it's not like he's forcing her to stay there. It done been instances where he disappeared. She said in text messages how he would do the disappearing act on her. Baby, that's your out right there. Why is you allowing a man to disappear on you whenever he wants to, and then you giving him access right back like nothing happened? Why? Why? You wrote a whole self-love book. That's crazy. Where's the self-love? If not for you, at least for your babies. I just don't get it, child. I don't get it. Shout out to Brett Style for this comment because she said, didn't one of her babies say they were scared she was gonna leave them for him or something like that? Show did. That's an old receipt that we got in the saga. Shout out to Dawn again, where Lala texts, and this is Bree texting Dawn to talk to Lala because Lala texts her mama. This is when Bree was chasing Johnell back and forth to New York when he had them premieres, and when his career was kind of up and up, when he had a lot going on. Yeah, she was following up behind him. And Lala texted her and said something about, are you gonna leave us for Johnell? Right? Because her grandfather, some influence also, told her, what if y'all mama leave with Johnell and don't come back? What type of papa say something like that, first and foremost? So Lala got scared and texts her mama, are you gonna leave us for Johnell? So Bree decides to text Dawn and say, hey, can you talk to Lala for me? She's thinking I'm gonna leave them for Johnell when I'm just out here working, even though she was lying. She wasn't working, child. She was working all right. Working in them hotels with him. But that's what she said. And it's just the fact that right there should tell you something also. She don't even know how to talk to her kids. There's no emotional connection there between her and her baby. Because if you got to get somebody else who didn't birth them to tell them and explain to them why you're not leaving them for a man, that's crazy. She needed to hear that from her mama, not Auntie Dawn. She needed to hear from her mama how much she loves them and how she would never leave them for a man. That shows the lack of emotional connection that, well, it's not there. The lack thereof, let's say that. It's none there. I don't need nobody to have a pep talk with my kids. I have one-on-ones with them always, individually and together. You supposed to do that as their mother, not somebody else. Can't nobody tell your kids how much you love them but you, so they can feel it. Because it's one thing to say it, but you want them to know you standing on that. All right, let's go back to Johnell. This clip. Hold up. Let's see. I'm gonna start it over since we didn't kind of got away from it. Let me go to the bottom of these comments, y'all. Please hit the like button, y'all. We got 645 in the building. And show out for my little goal if y'all can. We got a lot of people in here, baby. I only got 15 on that goal. I think it's only, hold up, let's see. 1, 2, 3. We need 12 more, y'all. Support Pox goal if y'all can. Y'all know I'ma always bring y'all these receipts, period. Hey, Latte. Hey, Latte. The unicorn in the building. Love it. Shout out to you, my love. Yes, y'all. Support my goal if y'all can. Okay, let's get to the bottom. Now, let's finish playing Johnell's subliminal audio. Okay? Because now he want that peace like LaTruth. Now he want to be peaceful. Now he ready to give it all up for his peace, child. No, it's too late. It's too late, sir. Now you got to deal with it.
Not be anxious about anything. That's enough to tear the church up right there. Do not be stressed out about nothing, but in every situation, by prayer. Where are my prayer warriors at? By prayer and petition. Why y'all not speaking the word by prayer and petition with thanksgiving? So what if you're stressful whenever you're prayerless? That stress increases in your life when prayer decreases in your life. And one mentor once told me that every problem in your life is attached to a lack of prayer. You wouldn't have picked them if you would have prayed before you picked.
Ooh, that one is hard every time.
And so some stuff you're crying about now, prayer would have kept you from if you would have prayed before and not prayed after. But I come to free some people right now that you will not stay stuck in the land of regret. Because if I got myself in
not the land of regret, y'all. Listen to what this pastor saying. Johnell posted this for a reason, okay? And not to mention, I just showed y'all the caption he had on top of it. The caption that he himself put on it. Talking about being free of stress now.
this prayer is about to get me out of this. Do I have anybody in the room today that knows the power of prayer? That you made some bad decisions and some mistakes, but prayer gave you the strength to go into the path that God has for your life. Where would you be if it had not been somebody praying for you? I want to thank God for having a praying mother, a praying grandmama. Even when I didn't have enough sense to pray for myself, somebody was praying for me.
Well, we all know Johnell's mom, Miss Patricia, never did like Laonia. Now, I don't know about now. I would say she's growing on her, but we do know that from the beginning, she wasn't too fond of her. Even when the pregnancy announcement came along, y'all remember when Bree posted the video surprising Johnell and his mom on that trip to Mexico maybe, where she did the pregnancy reveal. And Johnell's mama grabbed her heart and she was like in shock. And there was a lot of controversy and debating going on whether or not she was excited, because on the caption of the video, Bree put something about tearjerker, be careful, this is a tearjerker or whatever. And then when you actually get to the video, it's like, I don't know about tearjerker. People was in the comments saying his mama looked upset, and she was. And the reason why we know she was now is because of the story time Bree later gave about that situation when she did When a Woman's Fed Up. She told everything. She said how Johnell even said that she trapped him. If y'all remember, that was debated on the internet because a lot of people were saying she trapped him with this pregnancy. And then it kind of gave that a little bit, because by the time she told him she was pregnant and he brought up abortion, she was saying, oh no, they already got a heartbeat and this and that. She went from saying she wanted an abortion to saying, oh, I don't believe in it, it's against my religion, to saying her daddy said, no, we don't do that in this family, to then saying, oh, I can't do it because they got a heartbeat. So it was a bunch of excuses given, but being trapped was definitely a conversation between her, Johnell, and his mom. Okay?
Had me. As a matter of fact, why don't we just turn this into a prayer service right now? I dare you to start interceding for everybody on your road. I plead the blood over your mind. I plead the blood over your household. Sometimes God lets you go.
Oh, okay. So that's the end of that one. Now, this is the other part to it, y'all. He posted 2. Let's play this one.
God lets you go through stuff today because he's setting you up or you won't flinch tomorrow. That's why your circle can't figure out how you going through what you're going through and still talking about what we going to eat today. Baby, if God kept me through that, he'll keep me through this.
Y'all, listen to what the pastor is saying. And he posted this because this is the thing. A lot of times when you on social media, just because you don't post something directly does not mean that you can't feel every word that's being stated. Johnell could feel this. That's why he posted it. He posted this for a reason. Right after she started posting everything she was posting, then he hit her with this on his TikTok. And then she started going crazy, posting back to back. We're going to get into that next. But listen to the words that the pastor is saying. You would think that he's going through complete hell with her based on these words, child. Hold up.
Let you go through stuff today because he's setting you up or you won't flinch tomorrow. That's why your circle can't figure out how you going through what you're going through and still talking about what we going to eat today. Baby, if God kept me through that, he'll keep me through this.
It is not God's plan for your life to live in fear and anxiety, but for you to live in peace. Peace is not the absence of a problem. Peace is not the absence of a fight. Peace is not the absence of trauma or drama. Peace is when storms are raging, but you ain't lost your mind. Peace is when everybody's quit, but for some reason you got your right mind and your right heart. And I speak over your life. I don't care what's going on in your life this year. God's getting ready to give you a peace that cannot even be quantified or explained.
Y'all. I said, "Oh, child, let me find out he ready to give it all up for his peace of mind." Because y'all know LaTruth sacrificed his livelihood for his peace. He sacrificed his livelihood to get away from her and to have some peace of mind. And you know, one of the things that LaTruth posts about all the time is, he make posts constantly about his peace that he has now. So that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. And Johnell, if you would have listened, you wouldn't be in this situation, sir. Had you would have listened early on, y'all, I just seen a receipt in my receipts that said somebody told him something about run fast. She gonna do you just like she did the other two. And this fool replied and said, "Third time's the charm, God." Now look at you. Now look at you. Look what you're going through. Now you gotta go to God just to get away from her. Now you gotta go to God to find some peace in this situation. Now you gotta go to God talking about if you would have prayed first, you wouldn't have picked her. For the ones that's just coming in. That's what the first audio said. If you would have prayed first, you would have never picked her. Now you gotta pray your way out of this situation. That is crazy. He gonna be good though. He gonna be good. Shout out to the ones talking about child support on the way. Listen, it's coming. It's coming. But he did say he ain't scared of child support, y'all. So, cause somebody I got a receipt on that too, where somebody told him, she gonna put you on child support the minute you leave her. And he was like, "I ain't scared of child support. He said something about keep commenting or I'ma use my Facebook checks to pay it." Oh, okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what you're gonna do. Cause you best believe child support is on your way. Just like the other ones. Just like the other one. You on there, unless he ain't got nothing. The only thing that's gonna save him is if he ain't got nothing worth trying to fight for. The only one that really was worth even putting on child support was RH because of his income. Granted, it's not like how it used to be, but he still make a little income. Sleepy got 7 kids, so it wasn't even worth putting him on child support. And then you got Johnell, who's basically faking a funk, making it seem like he's this A-list, B-list actor making tons of money when in all actuality he really ain't making not like that. Not like that, baby. You got the biggest of the biggest actors and actresses complaining about the lack of pay. So a little dog like him ain't making a coin like that. Taraji been complaining about the pay for years. For years. Okay? So yeah. No, it's not giving it. It ain't giving it. And you ain't making no money if you're not acting. When was the last time he did a movie? When was the last time he did a movie, y'all? So yeah. Y'all remember when the first baby daddy came on his platform and said, started speaking on the Jody, the baby boy, the bum behavior, burning up the girlfriend's gas in her car because you ain't got no vehicle. He was so direct with it, child. He was direct with it because at that time, Johnell had lost his car in that accident. He lost his car. And another thing too, y'all notice how in this post she mentioned the first baby daddy. Johnell don't like Sleepy, y'all. He don't like Sleepy, and he never liked RH. Now, granted, he was cordial with RH in the beginning, but once that whole Pretty Bree situation came around, that's when it kind of cranked off the beat. But Johnell never liked her first baby daddy, Sleepy. And one of the reasons is because she's very chummy with him. She calls Sleepy about her problems. She texts Sleepy when she going through it with the other baby daddies. And Johnell, he can see that. It's being posted on the internet. It's being posted. Those messages have been exposed. Johnell has never liked him. Hence why when Sleepy would go under their posts and try to comment and say, "Ooh, I sense a way better spirit with him than what you call it," or I give y'all my approval, just saying little weird shit. Johnell would never reply back to him. Anytime Sleepy has ever went under Janelle's comments or Bree's comments where Sleepy is, where Johnell comments, he be commenting, replying to Johnell, and Johnell don't even respond to him. He don't like him. He didn't even like Maine. He didn't like Bree working with Maine either. Y'all remember when Dawn released the message and Bree was saying how Johnell was acting funny with her because of the video between her that her and Maine did, the Bree Gone video. And she was like, well, he told me to go do it. And all of a sudden he asking me if I did the video, then putting the fire and the strong arm and the peace emoji. He don't like that. He's one of them. He's one of those guys who don't like other men, which, is not all bad, because unless it start getting to a point where you showing your insecurity and blaming your woman and everything like that. But it ain't nothing really wrong with that, unless the jealousy is over the top. But for the most part, yeah, he don't like them, y'all, at all, especially Sleepy. He does not like him. And I think Sleepy knows that now. I think he know that now. And that's why he don't never comment on his stuff no more. All right, so let's get into LaOnya's crash out last night. Ooh, child. Baby, she was going in. Listen, she was posting them back to back, back to back, back to back. All right, let me take this down. Hold up, y'all. Take this one down. And I got to put them on the screen. I'm going to do a little bit at a time because there's so many of them. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Let me get to the bottom. Let's start with the other ones first, because those are a little more tea. Let's see. No, that's not it. Hold up, y'all. Bear with me so I can put all of this on the screen, because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. Almost 50 of them, which I ain't going through all of that because it's going to be too many. I might have to split it up and do another live, a part 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna do a few of them, y'all. She was in her feels last night. But I got a feeling if Johnell posts one more thing, it's gonna send her over the edge. Cause she gonna say something. We'll do these. Few more to put up here. It's the ones about the kids when she knows she not doing that for real. Like, girl, who are you trying to fool? You can't even keep your finances together. How you gonna do something like that for your baby? All right. Dang, I thought I was done. Hold on, y'all. Oop, I did not want to click on that. Dang it. Where is it at? Okay. Click on it. I must have had all of them in here for real and thought I didn't. All right, that's good. I'll start putting the next one up. Let me go back here. Okay, let's put the first one up. What we looking like on the likes, y'all? Let me know. All right. Lord, this is so much. Let's start at the top. It ain't gonna be in order. Let's start here. Okay. Let's start here. Let me put this over on the other screen so I can kind of go through it fast and delete them off of here as I go. Okay? It's some good ones, and some of them is just like, yeah. I feel like she was just throwing certain ones in there just to kind of throw people off a little bit. So this one says, the reality is you could be amazing, genuine, and sincere, but still be overlooked. Because honestly, people don't want something real anymore. They just want reasons to complain and excuses to avoid. Having a good thing is so hard because meeting a strong person is so rare. So I've learned to respect when people walk away from me. I realize my kind of love isn't for everybody. I'm at peace with that. See, she'll post stuff like this all day long, y'all. And in 2 days, she be right back with them. At what point do you really realize that he's not for you, baby? He's not. And I'm gonna try to go through them fast because y'all know I be talking. Okay, I'm gonna try to go through them real quick because it's so many of them. But yeah, it's time to let it go, my love. It's time to let it go for real, for real. If not for yourself, for your kids. Look to them and ask yourself if this situation is helping them or harming them. Because it definitely ain't beneficial. Ain't nothing positive about their relationship that's worth keeping around her kids at all. At all. Especially if you have to make the type of prayers that you making now, hoping and praying that your boys turn out the right way when they grow up and love women the right way. You wouldn't have to do that if you was actually leading by example. If you actually find a man who's going to love you the right way so that your boys can be influenced by that. But if you got a man around them that's treating you like shit, then of course you're going to be making those type of prayers. But you hold the power, all the power in your situation. If you saying God is constantly revealing and removing, let him do it. And don't go back and get it out the trash. Once God remove it, why would you go get it back? That's crazy. Or stop praying that prayer. Just stop. All right, let's take this one down and go to the next one. Let's see if we can go through them kind of quickly. Let's do this one. So this one says, I know one thing. I'm tired of switching the AC and heater back and forth. And I felt this one because if y'all know, if you know anything about when you got a man child, most men be hot. So you got to constantly put that air on 50, 60, something like that. Okay. Most women be hot, and most women be cold and most men be hot. That's pretty much the norm. It's pretty much the norm. So yeah, this one was kind of like a little jab, but somebody, I know one thing, I'm tired of switching. You ain't too tired because you keep going back to that man. Well, you keep taking him back. Keep taking him back. But the way Johnell posted those subliminal videos is given he walked away from her. What y'all think? Did he walk away from her or did she walk away from him? Let's do the poll real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me do that poll. Okay, we got 40, 47. I see the other poll. Poll complete. Dang, 549 people voted? Ooh, okay, let's do this one. Um, yeah. More. And I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say he walked away from her, y'all. I'm gonna say he walked away from her, and the reason being is because she already gives me the type of person that has to be left by a man, which is very rare. Because more often than not, it's the women that do the leaving. Not too many men leave a woman, especially if it's a good woman. If it's a good woman, it's rare that a man is gonna walk away from her. Yeah, a lot of times it's that woman that's doing the leaving. But I think Johnell is trying to walk away from this situation. And if not, I think he's doing everything in his power to push her away. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Um, Let me put their names. Hold on. Put her. Y'all can vote. Y'all can vote in the chat. Okay, now let's get back to these messages that she posted all night long, child. Okay, where's the other one? All right, let's do this one. So this one said, Okay, this one says, let me take my girl off the screen. Kids don't care. Oh, y'all, this one irked my nerves. This one irked me. Watch. Kids don't care about, and then it has child support, who's married to who, why you don't like each other. They are children. Kids care about who's there for school drop off slash pickup, who makes them dinner, who they hear cheering from the stands, who stayed up till 3 a.m. finishing their costume. That's what kids care about, right? This coming from the same person who blocked LaTruth from Momo's school, being with him being able to go sit with the teachers to go have lunch with Momo. Don't you don't think Momo care about stuff like that? You don't think she care about stuff like that? So this right here, yeah, this is very contradictory. If you know if at any point of you having kids, you try to keep these men away from them cheering, this post doesn't apply to you, ma'am. You shouldn't be making it because you kept the truth away from Momo for a long time. For a long time. And we all know why. So yeah, you shouldn't be making these type of posts. All right, let's take this one down and go to the next one. Okay, we can do this one. Even though it's so she say here, keep following me and you're gonna end up believing in yourself. Watch. Y'all. No comment. No comment, y'all. Let me go to the next one. No comment. Keep following her. You gonna believe in yourself. You gonna believe in something. Keep going. Okay, this one says, like I said, I'm gonna go through them fast, y'all, because it's so many. Uh, Everything you thought was drowning you actually taught you how to swim. So we're gonna see how long she gonna swim this episode, y'all. Is she gonna swim or is she gonna drown? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay, next in my Judge Judy voice, it's a whole lot of cap going on. It's a whole lot of cap, child. It's a whole lot of it sound good. You didn't become selfish, you became harder to manipulate. Don't confuse the two. Baby, she want Johnell to see and feel all of this. I bet y'all Johnell don't even be looking at her stuff. I bet y'all he don't pay attention to none of this when they break up. And the reason why I say that is because he already know that he can go back at any time. Why would he pay attention to her subbing him all in her stories when he knows that he can go back at any time and all he gonna have to do is just listen to her? That's it. All she want is a 10-10 in my Kevin voice. Just a little 10-10. That's it. That's it. That's all. She's too easy to get back. So let's take this one down. That man, as soon as they break up, this one you know is real for him. He unfollow her on all platforms. He unfollowed because he going outside. That's the difference between them two. When they break up, Johnell going outside. He's going outside. He's going to play. She going to cry and be all sobbed out and like a robot in front of them kids. That's what she doing. Making them feel every bit of emotion that she going through instead of shielding them from it. Oh, thank you, sister. Thank you, Grayson's mom, for that cash out blessing. You said amazing live pop. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yep, it's we outside tonight. Turn me up. I go. The mother be under. I can't say it because it's too much curse words, but it's we outside tonight. Pull me up. It's she did that video with Damien. Girl, she really needs to go outside. She really needs to go outside for real, for real. But no, let me not say that because child, she might end up in a one nighter. Okay, the way yeah, we don't need that. The way she did with Johnell, she need to stay in the house. She need to stay in the house, but she need to stop crying and carrying on in front of them kids every time they going through something because them kids feeling it too. They don't want to see us sad. Kids don't want to see they mommy sad. They feel that. All right, let's go to the next one. It's we outside tonight. Pull me up. It's hold up. So, and y'all, like I said, y'all know Johnell outside. Y'all know he outside. So this one says sometimes people pretend you're a bad person so they don't feel guilty about the things they did to you. Read that again. This one is sticking. The reason why is because of his videos he posted. Basically saying, he gonna have to pray his way out of this one. If he would have prayed before he picked, he wouldn't have picked her. All of that. So this one is applying. This one is very direct. Okay? Very direct, child. And he ain't gotta pretend you a bad person because y'all both bad people. Well, somebody gotta say it. Her and Johnell. Cam, no ma'am. No ma'am. Okay. I'm on my live. You already know. Go in your room with your tablet. They both are bad people. Neither one. This is a karmic relationship, and neither one, I feel like they meant for each other. That's why they keep getting back together. It ain't no one better than the other in this relationship. Not relationship. Because both parties were in, for one, they both was in relationships when they met. She was still married and he was with Chrissy. And she knew that because when he asked Bree to be his Valentine, she said, "What about your girlfriend?" So she knew exactly what she was doing. Okay? First of all, that's a red flag for me. That is a red flag. A ninja asking me to be his Valentine, and I know for a fact he got a girlfriend. You can go and get the hell up out of my face. I know my worth, baby. Y'all, that's an insult to me because now I feel like you looking at me like I'm second or something. Like I could be second to another female. We ain't doing that. That is an insult. That's a slap in the face. That's when you really know your worth. Don't let these ninjas play in your face like that. Child, you done lost your mind. You better go Valentine your girlfriend. What I look like? Do I look like I would be a second choice? Some fries or some coleslaw? That what it's really giving? Don't be letting these Ninja Turtles play in y'all face. Especially that one. All right, so let's put this one up. So this one says, you guys, in hard times, the goal is to change your response to what you can't control. To grow so strong on the inside that nothing on the outside can affect your inner wellness without your conscious permission. Mark, what did that say? Markin Dangel, whoever that is, child. But why she waste her time putting stuff like this up? Girl, you ain't gonna live by none of this. Not none. Not an ounce of this is reflective at all. Okay, let's see what this one is. Here we go, y'all. He's telling us all Johnell problems. Boundaries. It's not my job to, and then we have heal others, please others at my expense, make it work if the effort isn't mutual, continuously compromise, tiptoe around you, anticipate your needs, change myself to your liking. It is my job to heal myself, listen to my needs and my desires, respect myself and my time, be my true authentic self, set healthy boundaries that protect my energy, leave when I'm not being valued, say no when it's not in alignment, be mindful with my yes. Ooh. Child, Lord have mercy. Mark Angel Park, a lot of tarot readers speak on him. He's supposed to. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's because it was all one word, child. I never heard of him, though. Never heard of him. She's rewriting someone else's words. Well, not technically. She's just posting them. She's not, she's not writing it herself. She's just posting these posts in her story, y'all. That's all she's doing. But it's relative. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time, just because somebody doesn't write something directly, it doesn't mean that it's not relative. People post stuff like this because it's relatable, because it's what they're going through. I know I ain't gonna post nothing that I ain't feeling. I ain't gonna just make a post about my emotions or other people or anything like that if it's not relative to my situation. That's why she's posting stuff like this. She wants Johnell to feel it. Okay. And like I said, I don't even think he's reading this stuff. I don't think he's reading it. I don't think he's paying her no mind. I think he unfollowed her for a reason. He unfollowed her. Like, girl, this ain't that. Yeah, we got them cheering, but you see, that's where he effed up. Because see, before y'all remember when they was beefing early in the saga before they had them babies, and he made that post talking about um house, car, no kids, job, something else, and then he put no kids again. Y'all remember when he made that? He can't do that now. He can't do that now. And he used that post to show as if he was of some type of value. He put high valued man. He's like he was a high valued man because he didn't have kids, because he had his own house, his own car, his own job. So what does that say now, if that's the case? Because now you have two kids, sir. You got two. So it's not as easy for him to just walk away like it was before. See, before he can do the disappearing acts and all of that. Even though he can still do it now if he chooses to, but it's babies in the midst. So it's not going to be as easy. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see. Hold on, y'all. Truth Slayer. Thank y'all for showing me love. I love y'all. Okay, let me pull up another one. Thank you, Truth Slayer. So this one's y'all. This one took the cake. With all the people that's suing her, y'all really believe she finna do this? Or she done did this? So this one says, now, don't get me wrong, y'all. Make sure y'all screenshot this one because this is good to do for your kids. This is a good financial situation, generational wealth type situation to do for your kids. So this is T right here, okay? Create a LLC for your kids when they're in high school. File taxes on it for 4 years. In parentheses, start business history. Pay them on the business payroll check. Set their salary. Get a business credit card. Make them an authorized signee. Establish business credit. Graduation gift. Let's break the cycle. But you also can skip the top part and skip straight to making them an authorized signer. As like if you got a credit card. That's what I do with my oldest son. If you got a credit card yourself, you know, your own credit card, you can add your oldest child, whatever, as an authorized user. That way, when you're working on your credit with it or whatever, you can build your child's credit. You can build his. That way, by the time they graduate, they got a 700, 800 credit score. Okay? But start early, y'all. Don't wait, you know. So I would say start when they may be in the 10th grade. Start when they're in the 10th grade. But you can do the whole thing. You can do the LLC situation if you got time. Like you got time to do that because it is a lot. It is a lot when you're doing all kind of stuff, you know, already dealing with life, period. So, but you, like I said, the easiest part of it is adding them as an authorized user to your credit card. All right. Hey, Queen Wilson. Hey, Sapphire Virgo. Shout out to everybody coming in. I see y'all. Okay, let's go to the next one. But like I say, she putting stuff up like this, girl. You got at least 4 people suing you. How are you doing this? Make it make sense. But she should have when she actually had the coins to do it. When she first was, you know, when she had that 420K 1099, that's when she should have been creating generational wealth for her baby. They all should have saved. All of them. I would hope she got insurance on her children. And I'm talking about life insurance. Okay? I would hope she got that. All right. Because her priorities definitely ain't in order. So this one says, don't tell me what they said about me. Tell me why they were comfortable saying it around you. So that's another one. This one, I feel like she just threw this one in. This one just was thrown in, y'all. So let's take this one down. And it could be relative to a friend because y'all know she'll throw in when she's going through relationship problems, she'll put something up about friends also and this and that. God keep removing and revealing friends and relationships and all that good stuff. So you never know, child. You never know. Look at Claire. All right. So this one says, "Hey, Miss Lysandra, sir. Shout out to you. You sat in the bushes and fell out. That's all good. Y'all come up out the bushes." So this one says, "Parents, quit worrying and put." And oh, this is another thing. Y'all notice how whenever her and Johnell going through it, she starts posting more things about her kids. So that's another red flag right there. That's another thing that shows you how they are put on the back burner when she's in a relationship. When she's in a relationship and their relationship is going fairly well, you don't hear nothing about the kids. You see her post them every blue moon. But baby, when their relationship is going to shat, oh, it's constant posts about kids and what you should be doing with your kids and what she's doing with them. Never when the relationship is on good terms, though, which is real crazy and red flagish. So this one says, "Parents, quit worrying and putting more emphasis on your kids' swag, name brand attire, and $100 shoes. Teach them about God, the power of prayer, the value of hard work, manners, how to respect and treat people, getting an education, a diploma, or a degree." When you got time to do this? That's the question. When does she have time to do any of this? When? I don't understand. When is she? I need to see her doing this. In order for me to believe this, I have to see it. I have to see it. Because like I said, she barely posts about her kids unless she's going through a breakup. That's when she wants to focus on her kids. As if you're not supposed to focus on them while you're in a relationship. That's crazy to me. Next. Next. Hey, Southern girl. Dear Silent, I thought you was going to bed. You must have stayed up. I thought you was going to bed, girl. Okay, so hold on. All this over a man who can't give 300 extra rent. Exactly. He don't got it. That's the thing. Where he gonna get it from? But we can also say that a man that didn't allow him to stay in his home. But I told y'all they don't get along enough to live together, and that's another red flag. The fact that she gotta keep moving from place to place. This girl didn't move at least 5 or 6 times within the saga time frame. Within 2 years, over 2 years, the saga been going on. She didn't move at least 5 or 6 times. And not one of those times was it with him. That speaks volumes. Especially since they've been together almost 3 years. They've been together a long time. So why can't y'all live together? Why aren't y'all living together? That's supposed to be the goal. The goal is marriage, living together, all of that. Even though they did it backwards and had babies first. But that's supposed to be the goal. Unless the goal is just to have babies with every man you meet and not be with them. The goal is supposed to be living together, marriage, all that good stuff. If you want God to properly bless your union, you have to do it the correct way. Other than that, he will not. His hands ain't got nothing to do with this situation. God's hands ain't on it at all. So this one says, "I pray," and y'all see it was you, but then it put, it was turned to I. "I pray I quit overthinking, replaying failed scenarios, feeding self-doubt, and seeing the good in everyone but yourself. Yeah, I deserve more." So that one was definitely relative, y'all. That one was relative. Okay. Let's see what this next one says. So this next one says, "Getting your first degree after 21 is still an achievement. Being married after 30 is still beautiful. Starting a family after 35 is still possible. Buying a house after 40 is still a boss move. Don't let people rush you with their timeline." Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And that's the crazy part. It's not about people rushing you with their timelines. It's about the fact that what is the goal? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We just went over the whole tube situation where she's still lying and saying she got her tubes removed. Still lying and saying that, y'all. At this point, we don't even know if she really did the what was it called? Um, what is it called, y'all? Dang, I cannot think of the name of that surgery she said she had. The ablation. She be saying ablation, but it's ablation, not ablation. Not ablation like Asian, ablation. Like information. You're not saying information. It's not information. It's information. And it's ablation, not ablation. I'm like, why is she saying ablation? Like, anyways, that was funny to me. But I'm convinced she ain't really did that because she been lying about the tubal since she had them babies. And shout out to the person that put this in the chat when we first came on the live. It is very much possible that he don't really know if he can trust her because she been lying about that also. Because that's the thing. At any point, she can pop up pregnant again. If she's lying to the internet about getting her tubes removed, and then this now, because the thing is, if you get an ablation, she won't need birth control to control her cycle, right? So she really can get pregnant at any time. She really can. The only man that's safe is the man who go in there with the condom on. That's the only man that's safe. If you raw dogging it, baby, listen. Wah, 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 wah. It's coming in 9 months. So you better be careful. And y'all, I still feel like she probably had a pregnancy scare. I'm telling y'all, I feel like they probably had one, and that's why all of a sudden she was in a rush to go and get that hysterectomy that she didn't do. Talking about, I've been thinking about this for a while. You've been thinking about it for a while, but you still ain't do it. Pondering on it for a long time, but still ain't do it. Then double back and say, oh, I didn't want to rush it. Well, make it make sense. If you've been researching it and thinking about it for a long time, how is that rushing it? So, Johnell better be smart. Well, if he left her now, he is being smart. He is being smart, even though it's a little late because baby's already in the midst. But just know that girl can get pregnant again. She still can get pregnant even after all of this. Lying and saying she had her tubes removed. When we heard her doctor, thanks to her, we heard her doctor say her tubes were very much still intact. Because the doctor was planning on removing the tubes with the uterus. Okay? So the fact that she's still running on this internet saying she had her tubes completely removed is crazy. And Johnell ain't no fool. He a little fool. But yeah, I think he paying attention. I think he paying attention. So this one says, I don't want to be in my 30s searching for stability. That's what the 20s are for. I'm trying to be 30, looking 20, and thinking 50, and still keeping it 100. Oh, child. Well, girl, you a little, a little off. A little off with the figuration. Okay? You're a little off. You're a little off. Because you're already doing it backwards. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, this one long. This one is long, child. My bad, y'all. I was eating a candy. Y'all know I don't never eat nothing on live, child. But I wanted a little sour. What they call it? Cam gave me this. What is it called? Sour Patch Kid. I wanted one, y'all. So, all right. And please, y'all, hit the like button. We got 636 people in here. That speaks volume. Run them likes up. and clear out my goal. The tip your host. If you enjoying this live, tip me, okay? Just because it say $10 don't mean you gotta give 10. You don't have to give that. You can give whatever you want, whatever your heart desire. Tip top. Period. It make me feel good. It make me feel appreciated, child. I love y'all. Okay. All right. So this one says, I'm slowly learning that even if I react, it won't change anything. Oh, I wonder if that's why she don't be coming crash out no more. Outside of posting 50 different subliminal posts, but crashing out on live. And then it says, it won't make people suddenly love and respect me. It won't magically change their minds. Sometimes it's better just to let things be. Let people go. Don't fight for closure. Don't ask for explanations. Don't chase answers and don't expect people to understand where you're coming from. I'm slowly learning that life is better lived when you don't center it on what's happening around you and center it on what's happening inside you instead. Work on yourself and your inner peace. Hmm, that's interesting. That's interesting. Even though she ain't gonna live by it, but it's interesting. A lot of times, you know what, when you're dealing with closure, a lot of times when you're dealing with closure, if you're seeking closure, especially when you didn't moved on, y'all know she was looking for closure with LaTruth, even while she was with Johnell because she moved on too fast. You can prolong your healing process trying to get closure from somebody who wouldn't even take accountability or admit any wrong. Like, child, I wish I would close this door in your face. And you don't even be need closure for real. Like, you don't need it. Work on yourself and keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. So this one says you better watch those people that bounce back from everything that wasn't meant to destroy them. Those are God's people and they're not about to be played with. Girl, if you was God's person, you would have never got with Johnell. You would have healed. You would have never jumped into a relationship that soon if you were God's person or one of God's people. Because God ain't y'all. If you a spiritual person and you know you can talk to God, you know that spiritual people have conversations with God. You got to really be in tune. You got to really want to listen to hear it. Okay. So if she having conversations with God, you really think God would tell her to go get in a relationship with Johnell while she's still married? Make it make sense. Even though she was portraying that Johnell was God sent early on. That's crazy. So don't try to act like because y'all breaking up now that God is on your side. Or he's favoring you over Johnell. It don't work like that. What makes you more special than another one of God's children? When you've been living your life the wrong way for the past few years. Once you got out of that marriage, you was going against God's word. So what makes you think he's going to favor you over the next child, one of his other kids, just because? Just because, like, what makes her think she's more special than Johnell when it comes to God's word? I don't know. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It don't work like that. It does not. All right, let's go to the next one. Thank you, Trislayer. Okay, so this one says, hold on, y'all. Put it on the screen. Breathe, sis. This is just a chapter. It's not your whole story. Baby, listen. When I tell you, baby, she need a friend. Everything she be putting on the internet is stuff she should be talking to with her friends. This is why it's good to have that one good girlfriend that you can really depend on, even though she done ran hers away for the most part. But my thing, where is Shay? Where is those girls that be cussing people out for her on the internet in her comments when she go live? Where they at? Because she needs a friend. Because as you can see, venting to the internet never worked for her. Never. Next, let's see. So this one says, Sometimes peace requires you to be quiet even when you're right. Is that why Johnell quiet? Because he put up 2 videos and she put up 50 plus quotes. Y'all, she put up 50 plus quotes and he put up 2 videos and 1 caption. So that's interesting. That's real interesting. So this one says she don't have no type of it is said this is a bunch of quotes she found on the internet. Okay? She's just putting them up because this is how she feels. So she don't have you could tell she don't have no type of self-esteem. Her self-esteem is really low. Her self-respect is really low. And this is not me clowning her. This is me telling y'all based off of what I'm seeing, y'all. It's no way you have high self-respect, high self-worth, or any of those things when you constantly gotta put posts like this on the internet. Who are you trying to convince? Because when you know you that girl, you know you that girl. You don't care. It's all about what you know, not about the opinions of others. Especially when they ain't doing nothing for you. The internet, the people on the internet ain't doing nothing for you. I can't say they ain't paying her bills because she get paid via social media. So I couldn't throw that one in. We normally say, well, they ain't paying your bills, but technically they are. Okay. Thank you, Anu. I appreciate you, my love. You're so cute, girl. Thank you. So she said here, you have a soft heart and a pure soul. That's why you feel everything so deeply. Be clear on one thing. This is your superpower, not your weakness. The world needs more of you, so don't suppress who you are. It is not your job to heal every person you meet. How many times she gonna say that? How many times, y'all? But it's your job to make sure your kind nature remains intact throughout your journey. And then she says, stay close to those who genuinely appreciate you and stay far away from those whose only goal is to take advantage of your energy. You are one of the rare gems the universe has blessed with heightened clairvoyance and divinity. Keep keep shining your light everywhere you go. Girl, if you was y'all, if she was so rare, she wouldn't keep getting left. At some point, you have to acknowledge if am I the problem? Like, am I the how Cardi say that? Am I the drama? At some point, you got to acknowledge the part that you played because you can't. Ain't no way, y'all. She been making these posts for 3 years. How valuable she is, how rare she is, how good of a person she is, so soft hearted, so pure, all of these things. But yet you can't keep a man. Like you can't solidify a relationship. What's the ain't no way in hell. If you really all of that, ain't no man letting you go, baby. You won't have to keep posting how good you are on the internet. If you really that for real. You don't have to tell nobody. They gonna know. They're gonna know. All right, let's take this one down. We coming up on our 2 hour mark, y'all. Let me read a few more. I'm gonna read the rest of these, and then we'll do a part 2 tomorrow because they still got a lot, y'all. It's a lot. She put up like 47 of them, so and I'm pretty sure she's gonna add some more tonight. Ooh, child. I just knew she was finna crash out last night, but she was posting them back to back. Like I said, dang, when it was sent to me, I was like, when it's gonna stop? So this one says, peep this one, y'all. When a man doesn't want to change, he will find any woman that's okay with his lifestyle. I really feel like she wrote this one. I really feel like she wrote this one, y'all. Just listen. When a man doesn't want to change, he will find any woman that's okay with his lifestyle so he doesn't have to grow up. That's why these men will purposely destroy a relationship with a real woman because she sets boundaries and has standards that she stands heavy on. Don't ever think you're not enough for these men. Wait, what does that say? 4 times? 9 times out of 10, you're in the way just too much for them to handle, and they need a weaker woman who accepts the bare minimum. Baby, you are that weaker woman. You are that. You are that. If you wasn't, you wouldn't still be with him. You wouldn't have took him back. Well, I ain't gonna say took him back because it looked like he left her a few times too. They be leaving each other. Because if y'all remember one of the crash outs, she came live because he came on the internet and said, I'm big single. And that pissed her off. But you are that weaker woman who accepts bare minimum. Because if you wasn't, you wouldn't still be dealing with him. This relationship would have been over in 2023 when it was supposed to be over. Before the kids. The woman that you speak of is you, baby. It's you. Think about it, y'all. I'm going to read it again. When a man doesn't want to change, he will find any woman that's okay with his lifestyle so he doesn't have to grow up. Who is that woman in this situation? Ain't it her? Because she's been going back and forth with this man for almost 3 years now. With everything he did, all of the cheating, all of the abuse, all of the lies, all of the disrespect. Not only is he a cheater, but he's disrespectful. He called her out her name. He don't respect women, period. He didn't call her the B word. He didn't call Naya the B word. He didn't disrespect his mama. A man, and she said it herself. When a man don't respect his mama, baby, who are you? Who are you? If a man called a mama out her name, it's no hope for you. You better run. So the fact that you speaking this, but you are that woman, that weak woman, because you keep giving him chance after chance, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it says, hold on. That's why these men will purposely destroy a relationship with a real woman because she sets boundaries and has standards that she stands heavy on. Where's yours? You don't have that. You don't have boundaries or standards because you still with him. Don't ever think you're not enough for these men. 9 times out of 10, you're just too much for them to handle, and they need a weaker woman who accepts the bare minimum. You're that woman. The only way this wouldn't apply to her is if she would have left him after the first time he cheated and called her a B and a H. That's the only way this would apply to her. Other than that, you're that weak woman that you speak of. Because you didn't gave him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 15 chances. How we know is because you bring most of the breakups to the internet. So that's crazy. But I think she wrote this one herself. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. All right, let's do it. Let's do the next one. We got 3 left, y'all. Then we're gonna get up off of here because we coming up on our 2-hour mark. Y'all know I try not to go over 2 hours. Now, once I start doing my kick, I'll probably do, some longer lives. I might have to do those on the weekend though. But make sure y'all go follow me over there on Kick because I did start it up. I just never post nothing over there yet. But I am on Kick under Lupac Baby. So once y'all type me in, y'all gonna find me. So go run me up on the follows. That way I can start posting that content over there. And then when we go live on the weekends, we're gonna play some music and we're gonna, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna turn up a little bit. All right, so this one says nothing on social media shows the full story. Everyone has issues, everyone has insecurities. Every human alive is fighting a battle they don't talk about. Don't let your mind create a fairy tale. No one escapes real life. That's a fact. That is true. I can't negate this. This is a true statement. Okay? Nothing on social media shows the full story. That is a fact. But when it's a lot to go with it and it's a lot of receipts to back it up, child, you still can make judgment and give an opinion or perspective based on what's presented. And you done gave so much of your life to where it's like, Ooh, child. Ooh, it ain't no denying it. It ain't no denying it, baby. Okay. Okay. All right. This is another one. We got two left, I think, after this one. It's a lot. I think DSI, let's say 40, no, like close to 50. She put up like close to 50 quotes. But we're gonna finish the rest tomorrow. So this one says, y'all be sitting at home mad at people because they haven't reached out to you. Peep this one, y'all. Peep this one. This one stood out to me. Meanwhile, their whole life is in shambles. All you know is when you look at their page, they look fine. So now you have an attitude. Here's a friendly reminder. Life isn't just happening to you, beloved. You never know what's going on behind a person's smile. We all could use some grace. So I took this as she's basically telling her friends, I shouldn't have to always be the one to reach out. This is also equivalent to check on your strong friends. Check on the ones who always act like they always got it together, but they be going through it behind the scenes. That's what I took this as. Because her life is in shambles right now. So I definitely took this as that. Like, yeah, check on your strong friends. Don't always assume that they good just because they're good for the most part. Okay. Hey LB. Hey everybody. Hey Miss Glenda. Shout out to y'all. Where's people? This was on some from IG, some from I think she got it from TikTok. Maybe TikTok. TikTok and IG, I think. This was sent to me. So I didn't have to go on her page and get them. It was all sent to me. But I think it's from Instagram and TikTok. That's why y'all barely see stuff on Facebook. Because a lot of, the platforms that's paying now is Snapchat, TikTok. I don't know about Instagram, but Snapchat and TikTok is the ones that's kind of upwards in, like the revenue and stuff. Facebook ain't paying like it used to. That's why y'all see her barely posting over there. That's why. Story posts, they do pay for story posts. Oh, that's another thing too. Facebook is paying for story posts. So, yep, I forgot about that because they sent me something. But I don't be on Facebook, so I don't be, I don't be worried about stuff like that. Facebook is too much to get paid anyways. Like, they require too much. So this one says, if no one has told you I'm proud of you for all your fighting and pushing through that no one knows about. Oh, girl, go sit down. Sit down in my Medea voice, please. Sit down. Okay, so this one says you gotta start thinking like you're blessed, talking like you're blessed, and acting like you're blessed. That's how your blessings get activated. No, that's not how. You have to be a good person. You have to intentionally be a good person. That's how your blessings get activated. Do right by people who do right by you. And even if they don't do right by you, do right by people regardless. Because you ain't gonna be judged based on well, I only did this because they did this. No. Keep your heart pure. Let them get their karma and go to hell by themselves. That's how you get your blessing. Not just by acting like it. Oh, I'ma act like I'm blessed to get it activated. What? Thank you, Miss Ashley. So I just followed you on Kick. Thank you, my love. Yes, y'all. Go follow Pop on Kick. Run me up. We got 600 people here. We should have 600 followers over there. Okay? Make sure y'all go. If you ain't got a Kick, go create. But definitely go follow me because I'm going to start doing stuff over there too. I want to see what that bag look like on Kick. Because I heard Kick. Oh, like where this come from? Oh, Lord. I done put up a foot meat text message. Disregard it, y'all. That's an old message, okay? I think that was the last one. Yeah, that was the last one. Speaking of foot meat, she's still over there talking shit. Every blue moon is like because she out of the loop. She throw a sub at LaTruth talking about, and I wanted to say that too. I'm glad I pulled up a message by accident because I did want to speak on her real quick. She made a post earlier. Oh, this is another. Well, I'm gonna do this one tomorrow. I'll talk about this one tomorrow. Footmeat made a post earlier and said, calling yourself a grandparent on social media and actually being an involved grandparent are not the same, clown. So she's talking about LaTruth, right? But my thing is, it's like, girl, shut up. Please shut up. We all know that your daughter don't want to have nothing to do with her dad. We all know that. And you know, by the looks of it, Aries don't really want to have nothing to do with her either because he don't know if he can trust her. She done did too much. Too much of the family business has been put on social media. So when you get, it's not just a matter of, oh, she can't trust her dad. It's a matter of he can't trust her either. Because at this point, she's almost 18. She's almost an adult. Okay? So just because, first of all, he has no control over this situation. He has no control. I'll be damned if I'm gonna give my money to a child that's not respectful, one, and that ain't letting me see my grandbaby in the first place. We all know that she's not, you know, around her daddy at this moment. We know that they're not seeing eye to eye. Distance is needed with that situation. Sometimes distance helps the healing process. Okay? So you need to shut up. You need to stop. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares at this point that you feel you need to go after the baby daddies for your younger kids. Because you got a whole lot of step ladders over there. You keep bringing up RH because you know he's the one on social media with a little motion. That's the only reason why you bringing him up, because at the end of the day, you have small kids that you're still taking care of. DW ain't even in your home, baby, or hotel, whatever you in. So at this point, you need to shut the hell up. You shut up. You need to go after the baby daddies who ain't doing nothing for you, which is the crazy part because she keep blaming stuff on them, y'all. Mind you, if y'all remember her, I want to say Raymond Tiz Phillip, that's one of her baby daddies. It was some messages between him and her. I think it was him. Don't quote me if it ain't. But I think it was him. And he said in the message, now mind you, this is one of the baby daddies that she never talk about. He said, and this is the one for the last baby she just had and for her 10-year-old daughter. So she got 2 kids with this man. He said, you don't even let me see my daughter. I'm not finna keep running behind you or giving you money and I can't never see my child. That told me everything I needed to know right there. That told me everything. Now, mind you, this is the same person who keep making excuses as to why she ain't putting these men on child support. That's because she don't want them to have visitation. She wants to control how they can see these kids, but she want their money also. That's why she ain't putting them on child support. Girl, the gig is up. Nobody, child, she need to have several seats. I'm gonna have to do a separate live on her ass. But she need to stop at this point. Nobody cares. That's why you ain't getting no motion on them posts. That's why you ain't getting no movement over there. Because nobody cares. At this point, people are like, why aren't you going after the baby daddies for the small kids that you got? DW is going to be 18 in December. She a whole mama. We all know that relationship is strained. So it ain't like he has much room to be a grandfather anyway. What can he do if his daughter don't want to have nothing to do with him? What can he do? He can't force her to be around when she's almost grown. See, it's a little different when you're dealing with a child. And we all seen how that situation played out. You know what LaTruth doing? LaTruth making sure he don't make the same mistake with Momo that he did with DW. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's making sure Momo don't follow in her footsteps or her mama's footsteps. He's trying to make sure she's moving off of a different example. That's why LaTruth is showing Momo a totally different side of life than what her mama is showing her. Period. That's all he can do. You can't, like, people get on my nerves. You can't force that situation. Stop saying, oh, he's not a good grandfather, or he ain't this, he ain't that. When we all can see that the man offered for his daughter to go live, her and the grandbaby. She refused multiple times. Once I offer you a security, stability, which is equivalent to a home, and you turn me down, and I'm telling you I'm having financial issues, don't double back and try to say I ain't shit after I offered you a place to stay so that I could take care of you and the child. Like, they need to stop. You need to stop with that. Sierra, you need to stop. Go after one of the baby daddies of the smaller kids. Because you got a little more time with them than you do with LaTruth. Y'all child finna be 18 in a couple months. In a couple months. And so at that point, that conversation gonna have to cease. He don't have to put no money in your hand for DW. She's old enough to get her own coin from her daddy. So the ones you need to be concerned about, you ain't, because you know they ain't got no motion on social media. That's why you don't say nothing about them. Period. That's why you never hear her talk about Raymond. That's why you never hear her talking about what's the other one name? She do mention Rex every blue moon. But them other daddies, matter of fact, I got their names. Hold on. All 5 of them. Hold up. It's hold on. I thought I saved it. I could have sworn I saved that one. I probably did, but Raymond, Robert, Rocky, Tony, and Rex. You never hear her talking about Raymond. You never hear her talking about Rocky or Tony. All you hear is Robert and Rex. That's it. That's it. Robert and Rex, that's the only ones you hear her talking about. It's never about Raymond, it's never about Rocky, and it's never about Tony. Okay? Well, Raymond, Raymond Tiz Phillips is the one that she most recently posted text messages between because he didn't want to give her no money. But she forgot to crop out the part where he said, I'm not about to keep giving you money for a child that I can't even see. Yeah. If it's that bad, go put him on child support. You won't put him on child support because you know that once child support is in the midst and you put them white people in your business, you know that you're going to have to establish some type of visitation. And she wants complete control when it comes to that. So take your leg. Take your leg. Because it's obvious you didn't have these babies for the right reason. Because if you did, why would you care about if they can see the kids or not? You shouldn't have made cheering with these men if you don't trust them around your kids. Period. And that speaks volumes to her character too. Because she keep calling Rex a PDF file, but yet you had a baby with him. And still wanted him after fact. Matter of fact, you let him grease you down while you was pregnant with your last child. Remember? You the one who said he made you go into labor. Greasing that monkey. Girl, you don't go sit all the way down. I'm sick of her. That's why I barely talk about it anymore. But anyways, y'all, let me get up off of here. We didn't reach our 2-hour mark, but we over 2 hours. We 2 hours and 8 minutes. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with me in this live stream. We've been on here, over 2 hours. We had a consistent 600 and something people, and almost 700. So shout out to y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Thank y'all for blessing me with y'all time, with y'all support, all that good stuff. Okay? It doesn't go unnoticed. It's very much appreciated. Period. Make sure y'all go follow me over there on Kick. I don't have the link. All you gotta do is type in Lupac Baby. Type in Lupac Baby, and it's gonna pull me up, y'all. Okay? It's gonna pull me up. It's a different picture over there that I set, so you will be able to find me. Once you get on the Kick thing, if you don't have it, just download the app. Download the app and set you up an account. That way you can come over there too. Maybe next live I'll kind of get more into it, or a little more detail. But I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go work on that series, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lupac Baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. Lupac, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENENT, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later, you'll see live
get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. LUTAC, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This Lupac baby, capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react. She the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
LUPAC, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENDENT, bringing truth to the streets. LUAC, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. LUAC, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to